You're watching T2T Boxing in association with IFL TV and KO Clothing. Here with me, I'm joined by Daniel Real Deal Geale. Thanks for joining us, Daniel. Thanks for joining us, mate.
Thanks for having me.
Good big night here in Sydney at Sydney Olympic Park. Come down. What are your thoughts on the kind of show that's been put on this evening?
Yeah, it looks like some great fights out there tonight. Good crowd out there, and a little bit warm in the venue, but it seems like a good night, and I'm enjoying things.
So yeah, very hot Sydney summer's night. So glad I'm not out there fighting and sitting in this AC VIP room. And so a lot of people will be wondering, what's going on with yourself. Been a little while since you've been in the ring. Can you give us a bit of an update on your situation?
Yeah, at the moment, I've been just focusing on myself. Been in the gym, working hard. I know you guys have heard I've gone up a weight, to middleweight. So I've just been concentrating on gaining a little bit of strength. And I've been talking to my team, and things are happening. They're moving along, sort of rolling along, and we should hopefully announce something very, very soon. But I want to get back in there. I'm starting to get itchy again. I've had enough rest, had enough time off. Get back in it. I'm just hungry again.
Excellent. Middleweight division's got very interesting. Say obviously you've moved out of it, but Billy Joe Saunders, picking up a title recently. Obviously Golovkin's still trying to clear that division up. Is there anyone that you see in there that? Do you think Billy Joe Saunders would have a chance against Golovkin? You've been in there against Triple G.
He is a great fighter. He's definitely very grounded as a fighter. So I would have loved another opportunity there. I guess after the last fight with Cotto, it really took it out of me.
Yeah.
It was tough. I was trying to just say everything was okay and push through it, but it was really tough on the body, tough mentally. And I knew I needed to make some changes. There were a few things in the gym that were just sort of getting by, and I needed to make a few changes. And now I'm more hungry. I'm focused on what I need to do, and most importantly, I'm back to enjoying it. And it was a stage where I started to dislike
turn into a job.
Killing myself. It was tough, but now I'm happy, and I can't wait to get back in.
So you mentioned the Cotto fight, and so I know we've just been speaking about it, the weight cutting causing an issue, and that's an issue in boxing that's been discussed a lot recently, particularly with Miguel Cotto, and now with Canelo. These catch weights for the middleweight title at 155, 156, and obviously when you're challenging, you kind of have to accept their demands, I suppose, at that stage. But do you think the middleweight title should be fought at 160 and that's the end of it?
It should be, every title should be fought at the set weight. That's it. But I don't know why. I guess everybody knows why it happens. That the guys with the money make the rules, but unfortunately, it shouldn't happen. They shouldn't be allowed to do that. And everybody knows it just suits the guy that sets that weight. So it turned out bad for me. It didn't work well for me. I tried to keep telling myself all the way through that everything was okay, but it wasn't okay, and that's why they do that.
Yeah, absolutely. And so the last thing you want after draining yourself of water is to go out and face a Miguel Cotto who is fully hydrated and feels fit. But so you mentioned moved up to super middleweight. Some great names in that division, and someone else who's moved up to that division recently, I know you've spoken about before, Martin Murray over in the UK. Is that a name that's being bandied around at super middle?
Yeah, definitely. It has been. My team have been talking about him. Felix Sturm is that super middleweight as well. Abraham. We've been throwing out a few European names, which I'm really keen on. I guess the first thing I need to do is establish myself as a super middleweight. Get in and have a couple of fights. Feel good, keep the confidence going, and I'm happy to jump on a plane and travel, whether it is to the UK or back to Germany. I'm happy either way.
Excellent. So I know you want to get off and watch the rest of the fight, so we'll let you go. But just finally, Lucas Browne became world heavyweight champion, first time Australia's had a heavyweight champion. What are your thoughts on his achievements going abroad and wresting that title away?
Yeah, that was a great achievement. I've been in a similar situation, with the crowd against you, and you're not expected to win. And congratulations to Lucas. It was an awesome effort, especially down on points, pulling out the knockout. It was a great story.
Hollywood story.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a great thing. So congrats to him.
Excellent. Well, I'll let you go for the night. Thanks a lot as always for your time, Daniel. And like I say, hopefully we'll see you back in the ring very soon. Nice one.